Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for coming out on this beautiful day outside and welcoming two latest members of the most recent additions to the New Orleans Pelicans organization, Dyson Daniels and EJ Liddell. So on behalf of Mrs. Benson and the entire organization, welcome to New Orleans, guys. Congratulations. As some of you guys might have seen a few nights ago, in the draft room, we were incredibly elated that both of these young men were available on the board when we were selecting at our picks. And they just fit the mold of the kind of high character, competitive, hardworking young men that we want to add to our organization going forward. So we're incredibly excited that you guys are here. So I'll let you, I know you guys want to get to them really quickly, but I know Coach Green wants to say a few words, so I'll give him the floor.
Yeah, thank you. Once again, we're excited to have both Dyson and EJ. And with my Michigan roots and background, I won't hold it against you that you went to Ohio State, but hopefully we can, continue to build. But no, it's exciting to add these two guys to our program, and we're all aware of what the draft day meant for them and their families, and Griff, myself, Trajan, Mrs. B, Dennis, our whole organization are grateful, and we're caretakers of these guys, and that's the goal for us, is to get them here, and hopefully they have 10, 15-year careers here with us, and we're excited. Anytime we get young guys that can hoop, that can play, that are competitive, and then more importantly, they're high character guys in our program, it builds us. And so guys, congratulations. Welcome to New Orleans, and we look forward to continuing to build with you guys here.
Open it up for questions, guys. Dyson, how excited are you? You talked last week about how much you like the idea of coming here. What have you thought so far? How excited are you now that you've sort of been able to drink it in a little bit?
I'm still super excited. I love the staff, love the guys. So, I just can't wait to get out there and, play some games. But second day here, I'm enjoying my time, enjoying everyone's company, and just getting to know everyone. But I'm super excited to be a Pelican.
It seemed like the pre-draft process, there's mutual interest. You and your side and Pels. Why do you guys think New Orleans might be a good landing place for you?
Yeah, I think I'm a good fit. I bring a lot to the table, especially on the defensive end. I love to defend, and my offense has come a long way. Being able to play, make, being able to shoot the ball as well. Play different positions. So I think there's so many different roles that I can play on a team. And obviously the Pelicans are great players, great staff, great coaching staff. So there's no better place to be than here right now.
I feel like I just bring that dog mentality as well, because they have a lot of guys on the team who play with a chip on their shoulder, and I feel like me being here, playing like I've always played, just effort side of the ball on defense and offense, and I feel like I could do that here.
What was draft night like? You're a little bit high off the board, but I know it seems like it's a fit that's suits you.
Yeah, draft night was cool. I got to be with all my family, friends, but I'm happy on the team that wants me, and I'm here to add to the pieces they already have, because they had a good year last year, and hopefully I'm here to help build on that this next year.
The Pels were a little surprised and definitely excited you're still there. At one point in that day, hey, this might be a possibility.
Honestly, I was sitting at the table just waiting for a phone call or a text message, but I got like some intel probably like a minute before the pick came. So yeah.
What's it been like just getting to know some of the guys on the team, hearing from them? I know CJ's known for hitting guys' phones. What's it been like just hearing from some of those guys?
Yeah, no, it's been great. A lot of the younger guys are in right now, so it's good to just bond with them, build a relationship, and I've been talking to CJ on the phone as well. So he's been telling me the restaurant, since guys don't like me going to Chipotle, but yeah, it's been good, meeting the guys, and I've been talking to CJ, but I can't wait to meet everyone.
How long was the list of restaurants?
It was crazy. Like, this guy sent me a thing, and I was scrolling for like a good minute just to the bottom. Like, yeah, he sent me a lot of restaurants, so I'm set now.
And Willie, it seems like you got a roster full of guys who can play multiple positions. Two sitting next to you, I think. So what is the value of that in the NBA? Having a lot of guys who can do multiple things.
Well, it's a ton of value in it, and EJ and Dyson both are guys that work extremely hard. There's a lot of work in front of us as a group, as a unit, but we believe in their abilities, and we want to get to the floor, start in summer league, and allow these guys to get out there and display their talents. But that's our team is going to be based off defense, and we strongly believe that when you can defend, you can go far. And we want to build a championship program here, and these guys will be a part of that.
This is maybe for Willie and Brittany. You all, a lot of organizations talk about getting the right guys and the right people, but how much of an emphasis is that? Because it does seem like you all have created a culture here that the buy-in is tremendous. Where do you maybe rank that physical ability matters for just the person themselves?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot consistently throughout our draft process and scouting process, free agent trade process, like those. That has to be a box that's checked, that character box. And obviously these guys are high up on that board, but it is incredibly important. We had all the intel on Dyson early in terms of what an incredible young man he is. And so that was easy. We just had to cross the line of where do we think he is in terms of projecting with our group and where's the fit? And over time, watching him with the G League team, that was an easy answer as well. And in terms of EJ, I'm going to give you a little insight on our scouting process. We have 2 guys in our group that if you would have stayed in the draft last year, we would have drafted you. So, and you'll get to know them soon. But 2 guys in the Midwest that probably saw you play 20 times in the last 2 years. So yeah, you definitely have some fans in this organization. But to answer the question, yeah, these are 2 high character young men that we're incredibly excited to have.
Yeah, I'll add to that. It's never been sort of my mindset to try to create necessarily a culture, but more of a foundation. And when guys come in and they have the right foundation and the right people in our organization who are all about the right things, it allows them to have long, productive careers here in the NBA. And they fit that. These are kids that have, or young men that have worked extremely hard to get to where they are. They come from good families, and we are welcoming them to our family here in New Orleans. And now our responsibility, like I've said all along, is to create a foundation that allows them to be at their best. And that's the environment we want to create here.
Dyson, what kind of opportunities? It's not often that top 10 pick also comes to the playoff team. That combination of things that have you sort of more excited to get started later in the year and contribute immediately to a team that's playing for something pretty meaningful, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm super excited. Like I said, the team took big strides last year and making it to the playoffs. And for me, I'm a winner. I got there to help the team win, whatever it takes. So I'm looking forward to helping the team go on a deeper playoff run and bring in my talent and defensive strengths, especially. I think that's the biggest side I can impact on. But offense has come a long way as well, and I'm just super excited to see what happens next year.
For all things Pelicans, you're now tuned into the Pelican Post Game Report. Much love to the fam. Appreciate y'all for chiming in on this episode of the Pelican Post Game Report. I'm Big Q. We got DC in the building as well. I salute the flock. Much love to you guys. Please feel free to hit the like button, hit the share button. Also feel free to hit the notification bell as well, and hit the description section for the links for all the socials, the merch, all that's in our link tree. That's affixed to the description section. So with that being said, this one is a multitude of different things entitled Pelicans News, Notes, and More. We started the broadcast off DC with a press conference that had no David Griffin, but Trajan Langdon conducted it. It also had Coach Willie there. Coach Willie was in the building with the love doctrine, incorporating 2 new devotees into the doctrine of love. We got EJ sitting up there next to Dyson Daniels. So with that being said, much love to the flock. I couldn't play the entire interview. If y'all want to listen to the whole thing, go to the Pelicans, New Orleans Pelicans YouTube page, and you can listen to the whole 18 and 21 second clip of the sucker. But anyway, DC, let's ball down what we heard. You heard Dyson Daniels. I heard EJ dropping some game. He sitting up there saying he looked like he ready to ball right now, chip on his shoulder. Very good player as well. So the Pelicans
got a hold on his shoulder, man. That's bigger than
Yeah.
a chip.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to with his physicality, his skill set, and not to mention sneaky peekers. We talk about Dyson Daniels stepping in this thing. So anyway, let's get some
I
let's
mean,
get some
sneaky,
breakdown.
sneaky peepers, man. Come on,
All
man.
right.
But yeah, you love what you're hearing, man. Biggest one of the things that stood out to me was Willie Green, man. This guy. Yeah, I never focused on building a culture. I just focused on the foundation. Well, that's exactly what you did, Willie. Build the best culture that we've had since the Hornets/Pels organization has been here, man. And it's a great thing to see him in there with Trajan Langdon and our two new flockies, you know what I mean? And how Trajan talked about the team eyeing these guys for the last 2 years. So Trajan's slick side, EJ was talking about how he loved being a team that wanted him. It looked like he willing to give his all. He's like, look, if you came in the draft last year, we would have drafted you. Just know that. So they've been watching him for a while, man. The Perils clearly got their guys, and I just love the fact that they seem like they clearly got their team. Like they're happy to be here. Dyson Daniels is no secret. He really, really wanted to be here. EJ seems very pleased with being here and very grateful that we took him as he was falling in the draft. And I think these guys going into our future, man, will make huge impacts eventually. This year is up in the air how far that can be, but we get to see our first peep at them in the summer league, which I think is going to be personally amazing for the Pels, man.
Yeah, DC, I'm thinking about how you incorporate these two fantastic players, and you look at the summer league, and remember we flash back before we even get to the summer league stuff. As a whole history about the summer league with the Pelicans dating back to last year. The Pelicans went undefeated in the summer league and didn't win a damn thing when they should actually have done it. But this time around, it's still some unfinished business in the mindset of some of the Pelican family members that's on the summer league. But like we talked about depth, I think Woodard and you heard Willie talk about the depth of these guys and what these guys ultimately could bring to the squad, and that's what they got. The Pelicans adding EJ and Dyson Daniels gives them supreme depth, two very talented players that bring defense and a certain amount of physicality to the Pelicans bench. Now, what we got up on screen right here is the projected depth chart leading into the upcoming year. As you can see, both Dyson Daniels is projected. They have him in the third thing. This don't pay that no mind. We expect Dyson Daniels to more than likely to come off the bench next to Jose Alvarado or KLJ. They can mix them in there. And as you can see, Jackson Hayes is behind Zion Williamson. Off the bench was Billy Hernan Gomez mixing. I don't know about that, but I'm thinking probably Jackson Hayes more, Larry Nance and Jackson Hayes, Trey Murphy, Jose Alvarado, Dyson Daniels, and a mixture of dust, depending on who it is. You got Najee Marshall in that mix. But I just love what the Pelicans can do. Now, of course, you don't see EJ on this list right here, but he is there. It's fantastic, man, to say it overall. So, DC, looking at the depth and coming back to this thing, looking at the depth of the Pelicans, what they were able to do over the last year in remaking the squad and bringing in guys like Big V, it's drafting guys like Herbert Jones and Trey Murphy III, the maturation of Brandon Ingram, the trade one in CJ McCollum that came over to add to it, the maturation of Jose Alvarado, the maturation of guys like Jackson Hayes, who's coming into his own fold, Larry Nance coming up on the team as well. And now you add Dyson Daniels, NEJ to the squad. Man, all I can sit here and says the Pelicans are this is the deepest Pelican squad on paper that we've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be wrong at all saying that, man. It ain't no I think. That's facts. We have guys in our second unit that for some teams, probably, especially the lower teams in the league, would probably be competing for a starting spot. A guy like Larry Nance Jr., obviously. You got the number 8 pick, who obviously, would be a starter on a team that's not coming off a playoff appearance. You got Trey Murphy, who can probably start on somebody's team, and Jose Alvarado as well, man. And you don't know what you got with EJ, so he maybe could be another guy like that. The Pelicans are extremely deep, as well as Kyra too. Can't leave him up. Pelicans are extremely deep, man. And They have talent, you know what I mean? But you got to make it all work. You got to put the guys in the proper positions to exceed. But we know one thing about the Pels, man. Until you get your defense locked down with the culture that Willie Green has allowed to flourish since he said he didn't try to build it, that he has allowed to flourish and that's in place. If you can play defense, man, you're going to find your way on the court. So these guys just need to lock in and do that. And both of the guys we've got, I think that's a calling card for both of them. So this is going to be easy work, man, for these guys. So if anybody gets hurt this year, unlike last year, I don't think it'll set us back as far, man. We'll be able to plug in and keep going. Even if it's one of our major guys, like if Zion gets hurt, if CJ gets hurt, or if a BI gets hurt, we have somebody to plug in place and continue to be a good team. You know, obviously, if one of those guys get hurt, we have to take a step back. You don't have too many Zion, CJs, or Ingram on any team. Nobody rarely has 2 or 3 of those guys. But we could plug in our reserve guys and be absolutely fine, man, and continue to win games. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And I think that's the difference between being a team that's fighting for a playoff spot and a team that's actually contending for a championship.
Yeah, well said, DC. And I'm thinking that's a big part of the game, man. You look at what the Pelicans, man, are doing. I mean, it's phenomenal, man. All I can say is I'm really enjoying the hell out of what they're able to do, man.
Got a nickname for EJ too, man. Just followed him on Twitter. He refers to himself as none other than Easy E. So,
that'll fit well on the Pelicans.
He played good, man. You know, we gonna do him right and call him Easy E. You hear me?
That's okay. He gonna play like a beast too. So we glad to have him joining the squad, man. So much love to that brother. All right, so perfect.